Hi, I'm Jun from Malaysia, but today I am in the Food 52 test kitchen. And I'm gonna show you one of my favorite recipes, a miso mushroom pasta. For the mushrooms, you can use a bunch of different mushrooms that you like. This recipe, I actually learned it from a restaurant that I used to work at, Table and Apron in Malaysia. And they tried to take it out of the menu quite a few times, but then everyone started complaining like, where is this miso mushroom pasta? We want it back. And right now, I think they still have it in the menu, which is a great thing for everyone. But just in case you're not from Malaysia or not visiting anytime soon, you can also make this at home. And it's turned into one of my favorite quick pasta dishes to make. And I'm gonna put some pasta in. I like using bucatini or sometimes even like rigatoni, but any kind of pasta would work well with this recipe. While this is boiling, we're gonna saute our mushrooms. We're gonna start off with a bit of neutral oil, and you're gonna put your mushrooms in. So this pan is pretty big. I can do it in like 2 batches, I'll say. I'll put in like the meatier ones first. You can season with a bit of salt, pepper. You can just leave it for a bit, let it get some color before you shift it around. And the reason why you want to keep it in small batches is so that you don't overcrowd the pan. You let them have their space to brown evenly. Otherwise, they'll start to release their water and like steam too much. Okay, so it has a nice color. Then once you get some nice color on them, you're just gonna finish it off with a bit of cherry vinegar. Okay, then in goes the second batch. You can top up a bit more oil, the mushrooms. While the pasta is still going on, we're gonna make our sauce. For this one, we're gonna use some red miso. It's usually more savory, deeper, and I guess the umami complexity compared to white miso or shiro miso. And we're gonna mix this together with some butter. Make sure your butter is pretty soft so it makes mixing easier. It makes the miso easier to mix into the overall sauce. Because if you just add miso in like at the end or halfway through the process, it might still stay clumpy. So this helps things really bind together. Okay, so the pasta is drained. Over here, I'll just add a touch of oil so it doesn't stick together. Okay, you can just leave it in there to keep warm. And we're gonna put together the sauce. So you're gonna start off with sauteing some of the garlic. I'll put my garlic in. You can just like leave it in for maybe 30 seconds just to cook it a bit and it starts to become fragrant. You can add your mushrooms back in. And then we're gonna add in the miso, as well as some cream. You're gonna bring this to a boil, mix everything together so the miso is incorporated in. I remember when I first put this recipe out, people were saying, oh, you shouldn't cook miso. And I think, yeah, there is a case to be made where I guess if you cook miso, maybe you'll lose some of the nutritional value. But for me, I'm looking for really good flavor. So I don't mind like putting my miso paste through a bit of heat. And once you see some bubbles in your sauce, you can add the pasta in. So you can mix everything together. Let's give it a quick final mix. The pasta is done. I'm just gonna plate it up now. Ooh. Whoops. Okay. Get some mushrooms on top. And then we can just garnish it with some scallions, and black pepper. So here's my plate of miso-mushroom pasta, aka my favorite pasta dish. And let's taste. I think I had too big of a bite to talk. It's just as good as I remembered. I think when it comes to pasta dishes, there's very little competition. Yeah, of like pastas that can be as good as this. So if you want to learn how to make this pasta, if you want a full recipe, you can check it out at Food52's site. Or if you want to learn more like fun, weird recipes that I make, I'm also at Jun and Tonic. You can check it out at junandtonic.com or on social media as well. Cool. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, and I really hope you try this one. Bye!